Hello, my name is Hannah, and today we are building a small farm in Henford-On-Bagley. That's a very long name. I am not going to remember that every single time. I can barely remember saying my Shuna sometimes, but that's besides the point. I built this small cottage, and I was expecting it to take less time than the last one. If you saw the last one, it's a big mansion, kind of like farmhouse kind of thing, huge, 50 by 40 lot kind of thing, and it only took 45 minutes less. It did not take, it was like two-thirds of the time of the mansion, and it's like a third of the size. Maybe. It's like maybe even like a fourth or a fifth of the size. It's like tiny. But like it took so long. I don't know why it took that long, but it took over an hour. Like this is sped up fairly quickly. It like had to be sped up so much. Like not as much as the last one because that was very long, but like this one is also in 3 parts because I had some issues. In the beginning, the lighting was like kind of off and I kept like messing with it and I wanted to go back to the original, so then I did that. And then at the end, I fully like forgot that there was a second story until I had finished the entire build. It was really fun. Apparently when I build cottage living stuffs, I just forget. Like I forgot the living room in the last one, forgot the entirety of the upstairs. Next time I'm going to forget the entire interior. Maybe we can forget something big. I don't really know. But we're gonna hope I don't forget anything, because it was kind of bad, because I almost like full on like just finished the video, took the screenshots, and there was like just no space, and there's a ladder into the upstairs because there was not room for any like a staircase downstairs. There's nothing, so there's a ladder up to the second story where there's like 2 bedrooms, maybe a bedroom and an office. I think that's what I ended up doing, because I didn't want to make another bedroom, because I made 2 bedrooms downstairs and one of them has 2 beds in it. And so there's the master bedroom, the bedroom with 2 beds in it, and then there's 2 bedrooms upstairs, so I didn't want to use the office for another bedroom because I feel like that would be very crowded. But it's also like an old home, so it could be crowded, and it's also kind of like a cottage, so like big families kind of work with like cottage stuff. So I don't know, but I just wanted to make it an office, which is kind of unrealistic because it's a farm in the middle of literally nowhere. You're like up in like the mountains, like big hills and stuff. It's not really a mountain, but office. I think there's a computer. I think I put like the basic like $800 simoleon one and just like did that because that's like in the middle of nowhere. I'll just use the old computer kind of. That's kind of like my mentality is, they can't use the more fancy one, but they can use the one that like does not work anywhere, because that makes sense. So that's just basically what I did. I also thought that the back door was really fun, because it goes from the kitchen, which is really fun, and then out to like a patio, and it goes around to like the area where like the animals would be. So I thought that was pretty fun. And I think I put like a cow shed and then like a little small like farm animal area, or not farm animal, plant area. It doesn't really fit, but like I was just like it fits enough to the point it'll work. So I just did that. Also the fireplace barely fits, but that's fine. You can still use it. It's just like this big fireplace in the middle of this like tiny little house, like in a small living room. But it was fine because it's cute. So it works in my mind, so it'll be fine. And also, the dresser kind of thing. I thought that it was kind of odd that it was so small, but it's not like that big of a deal. But the dresser, it's just like I think it's like a tile or a tile and a half. It's on a 2-tile thing, but it's not very big. I think it's a tile just in the middle of 2 tiles kind of thing. And then it has like a big mirror on top of it. I thought it was strange that they gave us like a small like thing. Like everything in this pack is very small, which I guess makes sense because some of the like kind of the farm kind of like look is kind of like a small kind of cottage. But like if you were to build like a big farmhouse, like a lot of like, I don't know, like a Pinterest like farmhouse kind of thing, those are really big. And so it doesn't really fit because like everything is so big, but like everything in the pack is very small, so it was kind of weird. But it's still cute, and I thought it was really fun to use. But also with the cabinets, I think it's weird that the main like normal cabinet has a shelf in it with like I think it has like a blue thing and like napkins or something like that. I thought that was weird because you cannot use it more than once or it looks weird. So you gotta like mix and match everything. So in a big kitchen it also looks weird, which I also used in like the big farmhouse that I did yesterday. But like that's fine, we can ignore that, and so just like use less cabinets and use like shelves or something, which is what I've been doing. But I just thought those were like weird things. It doesn't make the pack like any less good, but like it's still just a strange bit to it. But I guess that's it for the build. I don't really have anything else to say. But I'm just gonna go into like talking. But if you've noticed, this week's videos have been like really out of order. They're gonna get more out of order. Enjoy that. It'll be really fun. But I had started pre-recording, which I've talked about. I did like a bunch of like pre-recordings so that I wouldn't have to do it while school was starting, or like doing a bunch of videos while school had started, and so I wouldn't be less stressed. Or so I wouldn't be stressed. I would be less stressed. I just mixed those two. But I did a bunch of videos, and I had made videos for yesterday, today, or no, the last 2 days. Is this the third video that I'm doing? I don't know. I think this is the third video I'm doing. But the last 2 days and then today, I had videos that were other videos besides these ones, and then I was like, oh, right, cottage living, right, gotta make videos for that, because that'll be fun. And then also, like, it's like needed, so like a lot of people will watch it and stuff like that. So I was like, okay, we can just put that in here. But I had already had videos for all week. I had like 8 videos, I think. I have a bunch of videos right now, but I just pushed them back. But then I also had a video that was going to go up next Saturday. I think it may be Saturday when you're seeing this, but then, yeah, the next Saturday. I had a video that was going to go up that day, but then I decided to switch it to Monday, not the Monday after that Saturday, but the Monday, like, 6 days before that. So it was like 5 days earlier, 6 days, I don't know how many days, I don't care, but I had switched it to be earlier, and then the video that was supposed to go up on that Monday is going to go up on the Saturday, and I don't know what I talk about in that video, but I was just like, it'll be fine, and I pushed it to the end of the week. So next week's videos are very much so out of order. I also, yeah, I made a couple of them without cottage, or all of them are without cottage living, I think. Yeah, I think every single one of next week's videos are without cottage living, unless I put more cottage living videos next week. But I built a bunch of them, and I also made a farmhouse, because I was like in anticipation for the new pack, but then it all came too quickly, and it was going to get pushed to, I think, Thursday when the pack was going to come out. But then I was like, no, I can't do that. I have to actually post like something with cottage living that day, because I think that would be good. And then I pushed 3 videos back, so that video is coming out either tomorrow or the next day. I don't remember. I don't know. So you'll see that. But it's a big farmhouse, and I don't really remember what it looks like, but it does not use cottage living, so it uses like all of the like the not, you know, the stuff that comes with this pack, obviously, because it doesn't have that. So it's going to be odd, but I still want to put it out because it's a good build, and I liked building it, and I also made like a whole voiceover and like scheduled it and all of that stuff. But it's not going to have cottage living because I built it before then, and then it all got rearranged. It's really fun kind of things to do. But if any of the voiceovers seem strange or like out of order, like I made them, that's just because I cannot keep a schedule for the life of me. But that'll be fine. I don't think it'll be that big of a deal. I don't think I talk about anything other than in that farmhouse video. I talked about not having cottage living yet, or like anticipation of that pack, even though it had already come out like a week before that video is going to come out. But like that's fine. It won't be that big of a deal in like, you know, a month and a half. No one's going to care. But like right now it's going to be kind of confusing, so if you watch it now it's going to be a bit off. But like that'll be fine. It doesn't matter that much. But also I was going to talk about something else today. I'm going to talk about it really briefly because I really don't have that much time, but that's okay. But next week, I think, no, in 3 days, never mind, not a week from now, 3 days from now, I have to start going back to cheer practice at 6 a.m. I don't want to. It's not that I don't want to go to cheer practice. I don't want to go to cheer practice at 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. It's like so early in the morning. There is no reason for that. They could do it at any time. It is the summer. Why are we doing it at 6 a.m.? It is horrible. I do not want to be doing full-on exercises at that time of the day. Not at all. And so I am very not excited to go to do practices, especially because when school starts up, we haven't gotten like information on that yet. But I'm assuming that they're going to be before school, and so I'm going to be tired all day, which is really fun because when we did practices before school last year, I sucked at school that day because I was so tired and I could not focus because I was that tired from exercising that morning, which is really fun. I'd prefer practices to be after school, but that also comes with issues, but I don't really want to talk about those issues because that's just a bunch of stuff. So it's gonna be a bunch of tired days from me, and we're gonna see if I can survive through that. I'm hoping I do, but we'll see. I'll probably just be tired at all times all year, which is gonna be bad, but we'll see. It'll be fine. I like cheer, so we'll just keep doing it. It'll be fine. But I guess that's about it. So it is almost the end of the video. It is almost screenshots time. Subscribe if you did like today's video, if you want to see more cottage living stuff or just not cottage living stuff. As I said, it is almost screenshots time. So I post a video every day of the week, so you can watch another video tomorrow. Bye!